Alright, hello everyone, welcome. How is everyone doing? I hope everyone's having a great night or day, depending on what time it is for you. Happy Sunday. If it's still Saturday for you, then happy Saturday. I hope everyone's having a great weekend so far. Mine is, well, any other day, honestly. So same old, same old. But tonight we are continuing more Final Fantasy XIII. We started this game yesterday, but this time we are playing this over on Steam. I ended up buying the game on Steam, and I finally got a controller to work for the game, so that's awesome. No more weird keyboard controls and weird movements or weird camera movements with the mouse. So everything feels natural now with the controller, and feels better, honestly. And I did also play up to the point where we left off yesterday on Steam. So yeah, so that's we're gonna be starting off where we yesterday. Another thing, since now that we own the game instead of like not really owning the game, we can honestly take our time playing this game now instead of kind of rushing it because because last night we were playing this through Game Pass and I only have 1 month of Game Pass, so we would if my when my Game Pass expires, then this game would be on hold for a bit. But yeah, this time now we own the game. We actually own this game, so we can take our time playing this game and actually, I guess, finish it. But then I would have to also I still don't own 13.2 or Lightning Return, so I will have to buy those two games. And I'm pretty sure it will take us more than a month to probably finish this game, because I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy XIII is a long game. Don't know, I guess it depends on how we play and how hard the fights are. But yeah, we'll see. Alright, get back in here. We're in chapter 2. Chapter 2, saving the enemy. Also, it gives us like a summary. Hope explodes into rage upon hearing that Snow plans to blah, blah, blah. Okay, well, can't read that fast, so pretty sure this is just a summary of what happened so far in text. I'm gonna let this roll out. I wonder how far it goes. Oh, it's there. Can I go back up? You can't go back up. Stuck there now. Well, yeah, that was just, I guess, a brief summary of what happened. Oh, shoot. I guess you guys can't see part of the summary because of my, face cam. Or not face cam. VTuber model. Anyways. Sorry about that. Alright, so we're back here with Lightning and Saz. So this is exactly where we left off yesterday. That big got really, spawned. We got past him, so we're not. Alright, look equipment to revive. Expensive and not. Maximize HP and resistances. Okay. So I believe in this game you can level up your items because they have a level next to the name of the weapon and accessory. So I don't know when we get to learn how to do that. but hopefully we'll learn that soon. I wonder if we learn it in like on these little save station things. So only thing in stock for the BMW. And I think Unicorn Marts only still has Potion in Phoenix Down. Yep. Alright. Anyways. Push on forward.
Someone stumbles into the wrong place at the wrong time.
We also got a new weapon for lightning here. I don't know if we got this in our the Game Pass version. I probably didn't notice it, but yeah, we got a new weapon for lightning. They don't have like in-game volume control. At least I don't think they. Oh well. It's fine. Not too loud. I just realized I'm not showing on-screen button explanations. It's not showing what buttons I need to push. So well, you guys can't see it, but on the bottom right it would say restore default, and when I put it on keyboard type it would show what button I need to push for restore default, and it's X on the keyboard. But if I go to controller type, it doesn't show a button to push for restore default. So I'm pretty sure from what I remember yesterday, it's supposed to be X on the controller, but it doesn't show that. It doesn't actually show like button prompts, like controller button prompts on the screen. Like for current position and zoom, it doesn't show like what button I have to press. I guess to zoom in is the right stick. Well, I guess I'll have to guess. Oh well. Anyways, moving forward. Oh, preemptive strike. Sweet. what the ghouls do when they glow like that. I've seen a couple of those ghouls glow. I don't know what it did. They did. Hey Dubs, welcome. How you doing?
Welcome.
Right. Boy, looks like we'll be fighting two big guys here. This twirl. Oh fuck. Oh no, Saz is dead. Oh, that's bad. I do have a phoenix down.
I appreciate it.
There we go. Saz is just taking all the abuse from these two.
I appreciate it.
Sweet. Not too bad. Go. Hey, it's Sarah.
Sarah!
Why is she just lying on the floor?
Time to go. We have to leave before the army. What?
That's a post brand. That girl's a Lassie.
I already told you that.
Post Lassie are the enemies of Cocoon.
So they should die?
Listen, if she fails her focus, you know how that'll end.
And killing her is a mercy? You came.
Sarah!
Sarah.
Is that my hero?
Let's get you out of here.
Hands off. I'm taking her home.
Sis.
I'm not your sister. You couldn't protect her. It's your fault she can save us. Sarah? You can save us. Protect us all. Save Cocoon. Save Cocoon? Sarah? That was your focus?
Anything. I'll do anything. Leave it to me. You'll see. I'll protect Cocoon. I'll save everyone.
Somehow. I'll make things right.
You just relax.
Thank you. Sarah!
She turned into crystal.
The sea who fulfill their focus are transformed into crystal and gain eternal life.
Just like the stories say.
Sarah, sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams? She's not sleeping! She's...
She's alive.
No.
The legend. Remember the legend. L'Cie who fulfilled their focus turn to crystal and gain eternal life. It's the same with Sarah. Eternal life. She's not dead! Sarah's my bride-to-be. I promise to be hers forever. I don't care how many years I have to wait.
Damn.
It's over! Open your eyes and face reality!
Sarah, does becoming a L'Cie really mean losing everything?
Wait,
What now?
the army.
I don't remember. Do they just leave her there, or did they take her with us, or with them?
The target is almost in place. Surface team, what is your status? Good to go. Resistance is under control. The assault proceeds as planned. Leave no trace. The pulse vestige never existed.
Boy.
What's happening?
It must be a sanctum strike. Bring down the vestige and the foul sea right with it.
Aren't they taking it back to Pulse? That's what the purge was, right?
All they care about is getting everything from Pulse off Cocoon. Dead or alive, it's all the same.
We can't stay here. They'll kill us.
Boy.
I'll be right back. Hold on.
Trench coat, where you going?
Day with the foul sea. Got some things to talk about.
What? You're gonna ask it to help her? Are you out of your mind, kid? That thing wants to chew us up and spit us out.
Well, what do you want me to do?
What?
Lightning?
Here we go.
More fighting. Uh-oh. I forgot with this controller, if I'm idle for too long, it turns off automatically. Here we go. Nice. We're just gonna leave this here? I mean, I guess the monsters can't really harm her. I guess we can't really move her either. I love how the others just like moved on ahead. Just left me behind. What the fuck? Stop moving around. There we go. Keep missing and finding shit. I'm gonna focus on the big guy. Is that the flying one is a bit annoying. There we go. Now we can deal with the. My god, stop moving around. Thank you, Saz. Wow, 3 stars. Item. What do we got here? Life potions. Okay, see, even when we're in front of the save station, it's supposed to say to press A, since I'm using a controller, to press A to access, but it doesn't show the controller prompts on screen for some reason. Oh well. Anyways, we'll figure things out. I don't know.
The Foul Sea.
I don't know if the game is bugged with the screen prompts, but I think it's alright.
Sarah's a crystal now. You gave her a focus, and she did it. You got what you want. Now let her go! Please, turn her back. I'll be your Lassie instead!
Fine. You go on begging. Like this thing gives a damn what we want!
Like hitting it with your sword is gonna do anything.
It's this thing's fault the purge started. And it's people who are dying. Sarah told us to save Cocoon. That means this thing needs to die. What?
Boy. What the hell?
What the?
Where are you gonna go? Oh, can't go anywhere now.
Come on now. You really think you can kill a Fal'Cie?
I'm doing this for Sarah.
Dodge. I'm in. As long as you don't mind an amateur. I got these things. Might as well use them.
Thanks.
Oh yeah. So what about Vanille? She's just standing behind? Is she not gonna help? Unless only the max people we can have is 3. Fuck, I need to heal. I need to... Fuck.
I can't stop now.
Oh, come on. Really? Have to see that cutscene again? Skip it. Maybe we should take out his hands. I didn't realize. I can do that. Initiating regeneration. Stagger bar is taking too long to fill, man. Oh, fuck. Heal. Nice. What's there? Oh, yay. We did it. Doctor's code.
Where are we?
What's going on?
Boy. Now they all turn into Falsi. Let's see. Right? From what I remember. They all get branded. Whole floating city gets destroyed. Damn. Ocean freezes over.
When I couldn't see a future, and I was afraid. When the future was clear, and it hurt to see. I'd just close my eyes, and lose myself in happier days.
See in a minute. Doo-doo. I think this is a flashback. XIII. Seaside City of Boda.
Great spot to watch from.
Those are really thin bottles.
How'd that happen? Don't know. Destiny? More like dumb luck. Let's go find him.
Excuse me.
See you around. You know. No, but I want to. You just missed her. She said she'd be at the usual place.
Thanks.
Sorry about that. Now, who'd you say you were looking for?
It's Fang.
Here goes.
This is when he proposed.
Making a wish?
Maybe I was. I was hoping that tomorrow I can tell my sister. She'll be so mad, knowing I hid it from her.
Don't worry. I'll take the blame for you. You know, you should ask for something bigger. These are wish-granting fireworks, like in the stories.
Stories, huh? The sea who fulfill their focus, they become crystal and gain eternal life.
Would help if they gave you some clue about what you're supposed to do. We'll figure this thing out. You will never be one of those monsters.
So what will I be? A crystal?
Yesterday at the store, I got us something. I don't know much about jewelry, but
Those
I
are
hope you
cool.
like it. I will stand by you, no matter what happens. I'm yours forever. Sarah. My one, my only. Will you marry me?
Yes.
She said yes!
Do they not propose with a ring in this universe? I guess in their case, or in his case, see, he proposed with a necklace. Kinda.
Gotta love these fireworks. They granted my wish.
Your wish?
Before I asked you to marry me, I wish that you would say yes.
Then maybe they'll grant mine, too.
What's that?
To have the courage to tell Lightning that I've become a Lassie.
Hey, our engagement is way bigger news. Oh man, I can't wait to see her face. She'll be my new sister.
Yeah.
Did Lightning hate snow even then? Or something?
Hey, Snow?
Yeah.
Shouldn't have drove in there. It's cock block
That was close.
to kiss. Unless they still kiss, I don't know.
Gorgeous. Our own private heaven.
All we need. Just you and me.
Smooch. Hey. That was more of like a peck. Come on. There you go.
Thank you, Snow.
Come on.
Sarah!
Is this for real?
Chuck. Lowlands.
This must be Lake Brescia? Well, I guess we fell from up there. And the lake turned to crystal? Help me out here. I mean, did the Foul Sea do this? How in the world did we end up here?
How should I know?
I fell from
Sarah!
Chelsea.
No one survives a fall from that high. Not without a miracle. Sarah saved us!
Sarah, listen. It's all your fault. She got
Turn around.
Hey, 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 hey! Watch out!
Damn.
What did I just do?
You used magic.
You used the power of Lassie. Fal'Cie cursed us. We're Lassie now. Right.
Paradigm system. Tutorial. Alright, we have a tutorial. You can assign characters the most effective roles for a given situation by giving your party's paradigm. You can switch between paradigm as often as you like. First press... Fuck. See, now it doesn't show what button I'm supposed to press. For some reason. It wasn't like this yesterday. Access your party's paradigm deck. Oh. I guess it's left bumper. Each paradigm assigns specific roles to the members of your party. These roles define the spells and abilities available to a party member, as well as their general behavior in combat. There's a wide variety of paradigms to choose from. Offensive paradigms concentrate on dealing damage to enemies, while defensive paradigms focus on party protection and healing. It is very important to shift paradigm to suit your situation. You can press... I wish this game isn't bugged right now. I really need to know what the buttons are. To scan the paradigms available, see the list of roles each comprises. The current paradigm, Relentless Assault, is an offensive paradigm in which multiple attackers coordinate their efforts. The paradigm's two Ravagers target whichever the enemy the commando attacks, with the goal of quickly filling the enemy's chain gauge in order to stagger it. If you wish to continue using the Relentless Assault paradigm, press whatever to close the paradigm deck. If you wish to change paradigms, select a new paradigm with and press whatever. Solidarity, yes. One of your party members has just taken damage. Now might be a good time to open your paradigm deck with a bumper and shift to a defensive paradigm like Solidarity. I just did that. Shifting to Solidarity will cast Snow in the role of a Sentinel, boosting his defenses so he can shield others from enemy ire. Vanille's role will change to Medic, causing her to concentrate on healing wounded allies with the Cure spell. Once your party has recovered its strength, you can shift back to Relentless Assault and continue battling your enemies.
Back off!
Just stay out of my way.
Oh, we get... Lightning gained another ATB segment. Nice.
So we really are Lassie.
Looks like it.
You too?
Yep. Right here.
It's on her
Okay.
bullet.
Let's see to the last.
Why me? I don't even know you. Were you
Upper
happy when I
thigh
tagged that thing?
near her butt.
Just leave me alone. It's your fault. It's your fault, You could have. All of this is your and Sarah's fault.
Watch it!
sorry.
Everything is gonna be alright. You'll see. Come on. Off we go.
An achievement,
See, huh?
Instrument of Tragedy.
Yep. We're all playing for Team Pulse now.
I love how he flexed.
By me.
Right, what's back here? Oh. Paradigm. Customize. How do I... You should have access to the... It'll show you once you keep progressing. Keep going then.
Trust the soldier to keep her cool through this mess.
Okay, if we don't know our focus, how do we complete it?
I think I saw it.
Saw what?
That is how a focus comes down, people. The Foul Sea, they don't spell it out with clear-cut instructions. All you get is a hazy glimpse. Well, you know, that's what they say. You know, legends and all. Legends.
Did you see anything?
I just... It's all kind of foggy, but I saw this big, towering...
What? Wait a minute. Hold on now. Do we all have the same dream?
Ragnarok.
Oh, that. Yeah. It's all this.
So, we all saw the same dream. We all heard that same voice.
You mean that was our focus? But how are we supposed to know what to do from that?
That's the tricky part. The dream's the only hint the Foul Sea gives us. Figuring out what to do with it, that's our job.
Okay. We're Pulseless Sea, right? Enemy's a Cocoon. So, does that mean that our focus is... Are we supposed to...
Save her.
Say what?
Our focus is to protect Cocoon.
Really? Okay. And why's that?
Sarah told us. Let's do it. We're all in this together. I'm gonna look for Sarah. She ought to be nearby.
I'll come too! Wait!
Jeez. Yeah, that boy can't stay still.
Really?
Starium tutorial. Having become LaCie, the members of your party can now develop their powers, learning new abilities or improving attributes such as strength, magic, and HP. This tutorial explains how to develop character Starium. Is this the grid? Ah, this is the grid. Alright, let's view the tutorial. First, open up the menu. The Starium is now accessible from the menu, selected with... Next, use to select the character you wish to develop. Select lightning this time and press the A button to confirm. Oh, I think I do remember this part. This is the Starium, which allows you to develop a character's abilities in various roles. Lightning can currently develop it as a commando or a ravager. Each has its own path of development. Select a commando and press A. As you can see, the ruined crystal is illuminated. Excuse me. Illuminated crystals represent known abilities. Lightning can use the offensive magic spell Ruin, whichever or whenever she is playing the role of commando. Hold on. The crystal next to Ruin is still dimmed, but by extending the line of Crystalgenesis to reach it, Lightning can obtain the crystal and its benefits. You can advance the path of Crystalgenesis by holding A, I guess. Doing so will consume Crystalgenesis points, CP. Oh, Crystalgen points, sorry. Character development always requires CP. Go ahead and advance Lightning's path of Crystalgenesis, pressing A, and the next line will extend, gradually consuming CP. Continue holding until the line reaches the next crystal. Oh, I have to hold A. You obtain a strength +4 crystal, increasing Lightning's strength attribute by 4. Abilities can be used when the corresponding role, but attribute bonuses, like this one, apply across all roles. Okay. At times, you must direct the course of Crystalgenesis. Basically another version of Final Fantasy X grid, but specific. I've never played 10, so I don't know. I have played, like I said yesterday, I have played 13 though. But again, it's been years since I last played this game, so don't remember much. Or yeah, don't remember much though. This is kind of a refresh, or kind of somewhat new, I guess. Normally, the line will advance until you run out of CP, however, it will stop automatically at branching points like the Strength +4 crystal you just obtained. To continue advancing Crystalgenesis here, hold and press the desired direction. Guess we choose a direction to go, right? Let's see. Power chain. HP +15 power chain. Then there's HP +20 and Life Siphon. Which one do we go for? I really wish the button prompts would show on screen. Or at least we can we preview what the next crystal does or whatever? Wait on life saving because of longer line. Okay, so you have run out of CP, so Crystal Genesis cannot proceed. To develop lightning further, you will need to earn more CP. Characters earn CP after each battle. Once you have fought enough, return to the Starium to obtain more crystals. You can develop other party members in the Starium as well. If you wish to do so now, press assuming left or right bumper to select another character. When you have finished, press B to exit. Hold on. Just a moment. See something. So lightning should be a Ravager. You should be both. Reveal partial status information. Strength +4 magic +4 +10 strength. Water. Rev helps with chain boosting faster. Snow Sentinel. Yeah, I looked up like what roles each character should like main, I guess. So lightning, it says this site says Ravager, sorry, for lightning. But it also does say commando. You should do commando as well. Snow Sentinel. Saz should be the synergist. Hope should be the medic. Vanille should be Saboteur, or Saboteur, however you pronounce that. And Fang, which comes later in the game, should be the commando. Saz's buffer. Yeah, wait. Yeah, beef up one's allies, yeah. So Saboteur or Saboteur, whatever, however you pronounce it, that's to debuff enemies, right? I think that's what it is. Okay. So Hope our medic. Make lightning focus mainly on Ravager, but I guess also on Commando. Sentinel for snow. Synergist for set. For hope. Saboteur for vanilla. Bang. Okay. So, we don't have Sentinel for you. Steel Guard. Evoke. Entice enemies in range to attack you. Magic plus 15. HP plus 150. Libra. These already lit? I can't tell. I'm assuming these are already lit. So we just have Fringe Ward. Reduce damage to nearby allies when you are the target of an attack. So Snow already have all these, right? He just doesn't have Fringe Ward. So it looks like these paths are lit. It's just that Fringe Ward is not. Oh, there we go. I think everything's lit up now. Guess we have everything for Snow on the Sentinel. Free. Yeah. Can't push A on any of these, so means we have all of them. Cool. It's pretty simple. I guess it's pretty straightforward on stage 1, but I'm pretty sure as we progress there's going to be more complicated stuff, more choices to be made. This time around, since it's only the beginning, it's just, you know, one straight path. Okay, let's see. Oh. Vanille doesn't have the saboteur yet. Says you. Oh hey, he has the medic. Okay. Wait, why does Hope have the synergist role? But Vanille doesn't have it. Let's see. Y'all can have a role, you just need to progress. Yeah, I know that. Just wondering why... Well, I guess, yeah, it's just a begin. Guess we'll progress on. Some progress. 3 for hope. Okay. Do we change our party? How do we change our party? Status? Status? I don't know how to change party members. Check settings. Really tell me. It says because you could flip them. Don't know. Oh well. We'll figure this out later.
We need to find a way out of here. We can worry about everything else later.
I can't see anything but crystal. Pretty and all, but kind of creepy too.
I'll go scope things out ahead. Watch the other one.
Something new? Ooh. Power wristband, magician's mark. Expensive. Here. Holy crap, there's a lot. That was quick. Chapter 13, you can change party. Chapter 13? Well then. Oh, an item. Whirlwind staff. Hey, a weapon for Vanille. $41 and 40. Improved potions. It's bad. I think Snow already has one, doesn't he? No, he doesn't. Give Snow the power wristband. If we can't change parties yet, I think we should probably give the doctor's code to Vanille. Um. All right. His sentinel tree is already complete. All right, cool.
That's a lot of enemies.
Save again. Here, no. There. Let's take out these guys first. Nice. Item up here. Come on. Can't I get it? Oh. Chip fangs. Okay.
This just might work.
No, what are you doing? Turn item over here.
Magic may be cursed, but it makes us stronger, doesn't it? What's to stop us from putting it to good use?
Yeah. Oh, there is. What we got? 100 gil. Sweet. Money. This one glowing.
We fight it! Ragnarok! That's the reason we're Lassie. To stop it. To keep Cocoon safe.
Yeah, why don't you give us one reason to believe that? One reason.
Sarah. She said to protect Cocoon. And then she turned to Crystal. That's the proof right there. She completed her focus. That means ours is to save Cocoon. Sarah's fal'Cie was the same as ours. Our focus has got to be the same. We were chosen to be guardians. To defeat Ragnarok. It makes sense.
What the hell it does? You're grasping at straws, son. Post-fal'Cie are Cocoon's enemies. We just got recruited by one of them. If I were a betting man, I'd put us on the other side.
So Sarah's an enemy too? Well, I don't buy it. We have the power to save Cocoon if we work together and carry out our focus.
The fal'Cie took Sarah from us, and you want to help it? Whose side are you on?
Freeze!
Huh?
Place your hands behind your heads! You fall off the purge train?
Maybe.
Or are you talking back to me? Huh? Huh?
Nice gun.
Damn!
Freeze!
He's a quick one. Command execution. This tutorial explains how to manually input commands and how to execute partial command queues before the ATB gauge is full. Okay. If you wish to manually enter commands in battle, first choose abilities to display the list of actions at your disposal. Use abilities within press A to add them to your command queue. A description of each ability will be shown at the top of the screen. Try selecting abilities. Summon. Excuse me. Becoming a Lassie extended Lightning's ATB gauge by one segment, meaning that she can now perform up to 3 consecutive actions. Now that her gauge is longer, it also takes longer to fill. However, you can execute commands at any time. To do so, simply press... I don't know. This will execute commands assigned to charge segments. Leftover charge will be carried over to your next turn. I'll take a look at the ability list below. The number next to each ability is its ATB cost. More powerful abilities have higher ATB costs. Try entering enough commands to fill the gauge. Okay. Deal non-elemental magic. Entering commands manually allows you to determine their order, which is important since chain bonus vary by command. Pay attention to each ability's ATB cost, and try to fill your command queue with the most effective sequences possible. Eh, well, that potion and a phoenix down, hell yeah.
I thought they'd be tougher than that. This guy's a SciComm, yeah? Supposed to be cream of the crop.
Yeah, but SciComm's an anti-pulse task force. They haven't fought a war in centuries. Bunch of rookie troops swinging around overpriced toys.
So, from what you're telling me, sounds like a regular old soldier that's got more training than special forces.
Nothing for us Lassie to be afraid of.
Cut the crap. Their grunts might be green, but SciComm's elites are cold-blooded beasts. They hit the field and it's game over.
Uh-oh. Then let's run away. Ciao!
Wait, hey, wait!
What the fuck, Vanille? Really?
What's a man to do?
That's cute. Hi. Uh-oh. I need to heal. Wait,
Just stay out of my way.
don't do that, right? Yeah, that works. Nice. XIII. Why are some of these crystals glowing a different color? What are those things?
That doesn't look good.
What's up? think I'm getting used to this. Here, certain item. There is. What's up, fellas? Very nice. Yay! Okay, what do we got here? Silver bangle is plus 100 HP. Oh, so it's basically a better iron bank. Give it to lightning. Physical wall. Safe spot right there.
Weird, isn't it? Of all the messed up ways to meet, I might as well make introductions. I'm Snow Villiers. Short stuff?
Hope Estime.
What about her?
Bodum Security Regiment. She goes by Lightning. Last name's Farron. First, anybody's guess.
Vanille.
Saz, Catsroy. Good to meet you.
Production that one.
It's not right. Why kids have to get dragged into this?
I'll keep the kids out of trouble.
Problem with that is, you're one of them.
Hey,
Trying to take on the post-foul C. That was our first mistake. You should have left it to the Sanctum. Why not? I mean, we've counted on the Sanctum's foul C for food, water, everything we've needed since the time we were born.
but you still helped us do it. Why is that? Gotta be something.
There might have been. Not so sure anymore.
What? Survivors.
Here. What we got? Phoenix down, sweet. Just have more of those. Here, another item.
Sweat. I'll take care of this.
50 gil. Making smooth progress. Somewhat, I guess. 8 vials of strange fluid. On it. Progress. Go to these guys first. Get that item. Oh, that was easy. Magician's Mark. That's accessory. Plus 20 magic. Aw. Guess we can also give this to Vanille. Or we can give it to King. Save station. Alright, moving on.
Fell too. I wonder what else is.
It's Sarah.
Sarah.
Sarah! Sarah. I'll get you out of there.
Pretty sure.
Thanks.
This is goodbye.
What?
Lightning! You're just gonna leave her?
SciComm will be here soon. If they find us, we're all dead. You think Sarah'd want that? You think you know how she feels?
If I leave her, then I'll never know. We'll be fine. I can handle anything they throw at us. No one will die. I'll protect Sarah. And Cocoon.
Does she look protected to you?
I can save her!
What can you
Jesus
possibly
Christ.
do?
Whatever it takes!
Ooh, me. You two are hopeless. You just can't admit it. You want to stay as much as he does. Huh? Whoa, whoa!
Got company.
No, no, not now!
Oh. Didn't we fight this thing before?
Stand back!
I'm pretty sure we fought this thing before. Paradigm System Tutorial. The enemy that stands before you has vast reserves of HP. This tutorial explains how to employ paradigms effectively to stagger it. You can deal extra damage and defeat it quickly. An offensive paradigm like Relentless Assault allows you to concentrate the party's attack on a single enemy and quickly stagger it. Stop those attacks and the chain bonus you worked so hard to build will begin to fall. As a result, it may seem like a good idea to stick with Relentless Assault for the entire battle. However, this enemy's powerful attacks are capable of reducing your party's HP to dangerous levels. If any of your party members take too much damage, shift to paradigm like Solidarity that contains a medic and heals your characters before they are knocked out. Avoid using a defensive paradigm for too long though. The longer you use it, the lower your chain bonus will fall and the harder it will be to stagger your opponent. Pay close attention to both your party's HP and the enemy's chain gauge shifting paradigms as needed. For the time being, your best bet is a paradigm composed of commandos and ravagers like Relentless Assault. Focus on driving up your chain bonus until your party has taken significant damage, then shift to Solidarity to recover. As soon as everyone has been healed, shift back to offense. The goal is to stagger your enemy as quickly as possible, so do your shifting efficiently without giving its chain gauge a chance to recover. Will do. There we go. Oh no. Shit, I shifted
I can't stop now.
too late. Fuck. Oh man. Oh, okay. Skip this.
You gotta win this!
Nice. Go up snow a bit.
We gotta win this!
Stay sharp.
Got it down to half. Yes. Doing better this time around. Nice.
You're leaving?
We want to help Sarah too. But without tools, we could be digging for days. The army's on our trail. So for now, we gotta keep moving. For now.
So I just abandoned her and saved myself?
What about your focus? What happened to banding together and saving the world? Isn't that what you promised? Now you want to forget it all and die right here?
Got a
Snow,
point.
you're nothing but talk.
Lightning! I'll do whatever it takes. I'll finish this focus and keep Sarah safe. That's my promise.
Great job so far.
Stay out of trouble.
You too.
Get going.
But
Later.
Okay.
Snow.
Save it for next time, kiddo. You'll get left behind.
But
It's okay, Hope. Light'll take care of you. We'll meet again.
yeah, count on it.
I'll get you out of there.
Count on it.
We lost Snow, we gained Saz. Wait. So now we don't have a sentinel. Well, fuck. Oh well. Fast forward then. Let's play safe. I'll try. Promises.
We shouldn't have left him on his own.
So all we can do is pray he makes it out.
Wait, what? Diversity? Oh, right, because we don't have a sentinel. Nice.
I'm tougher than you thought, huh?
That worked out. Medic flip. Riz.
I hope Snow's okay.
Hey, who's down there? Oh, it's Vanille. Saz is with me. The fuck, Vanille? do we even get down there? Dun, 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 dun. Nice. Oh. 2 items down here. Got 240 gil, okay. Stand up duelers. Hey, new gun, new weapon for pass. Probably. Yeah, we should probably get Magician's Mark to Sass for now then. Hey. I would be terrified of walking up this. Like, first of all, it's like steep as hell. I don't know how you have traction enough to walk up the thing. Or even the balance to walk the thing either. I'm also afraid of heights.
Okay, do not shake the slippery tube. We cool on this? Do not shake the slippery tube.
Do not shake the slippery tube.
It's only scary if you look down. You should close your eyes.
The fuck? Really? Close your eyes? That's terrible advice. Oh, the guns are yellow. They look like toys. That's new guns look like toys. Here. What's up? Preemptive strike!
Still couldn't talk to him. You'll never get past this if you don't say something.
Words won't change anything. Next time we meet, he'll learn exactly how I feel.
You.
looks operational.
Oh boy. Look angry. Here. What's up? Nice. Things. Let's fight all these fish hoppers. Fish. So many preemptive strikes. So many. Alright, we good, we good. Shot. Oh. Battle technique tutorial. See, techniques are special abilities used by expending technical points, TP. Excuse me. Party's TP gauge appears below the looter's HP gauge. Successfully unleashing a full ATB gauge of queued abilities or earning a high battle rating replenishes TP. Try using a technique for yourself. Select technique from the menu and the Libra ability. Using Libra reveals the abilities or weaknesses of your enemies. You can view known enemy intel at any time by pressing assuming right bumper? I don't know. Revealing enemy attributes will automatically change the abilities selected by the auto battle command and by your allies. The most effective actions known are always chosen. Using Libra on this alpha behemoth revealed that it is vulnerable to both fire and water damage. If a character's current role has access to abilities that deal damage of those types, that character will now be able to deal damage more efficiently. When you encounter seemingly overwhelming new enemies, Libra can be a potent ally. Additional techniques will become available over time. More powerful techniques consume more TP when used, and unlike HP, TP is not restored automatically after battle. Aim to achieve high battle ratings in order to replenish TP. Oh, it is right bumper. Okay. Excuse me. Ooh, that was good. Ooh.
Just stay out of my way.
Hey, it's staggered. Nice. Be grimmed. Cool. Here though. Item.
Look at that. There's 7 cruisers.
Libra scope.
Primark must be sweating bullets, mobilizing ships like that.
Detailed stack. Enemies. Oh. So it's like Libra, but it uses on all enemies. I'm gonna go back and save here. It's a fancy viewing area. Fine.
Sweep team, form ranks.
They must be hunting down Purge survivors.
I hope everyone made it out okay.
So do I. But nowhere is safe for them now. Damn it. Just cause they shared a neighborhood with a foul sea. They get treated like post-tainted rats.
People really hate Pulse, don't they?
Not hate. More like fear. Tens of millions of people. All scared of Pulse boogeymen. They'd be shaking in their beds every night if they knew that Lassie like us were around.
But they purged that entire town.
It's crazy, I know. But the Sanctum Foul Sea did nothing to stop it. Up until now, Eden's always stepped in to correct their errors in judgment. Guess humans aren't worth the effort. Figure they'll let us just kill each other off.
Lassie are not human.
Listen, you, that's enough.
It's just about had enough of his
You're
shit.
still alive. That's something.
What?
Where is it?
I don't know.
There! They're sealing off the area. They're trying to trap the stragglers. We gotta get moving before we're caught in the net.
I haven't really looked at the data log. 13 days. Review entries related to the days leading up to. Alright. Hi. I think that was a waste. I was just curious. Where are we going? Are we going towards that big airship? Hey, robots. Nice. Circuits.
Too bad that's all busted up. Sure would have made things easier.
Move forward.
I guess it's for the best. We'd have been easy targets on that.
Matter, does it? Boing, 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 boing. Hey. Over this way.
You really have to go
I
this
don't-
way? I'm too old for this.
Griffin oil?
How high is this thing? I don't think I'm gonna make it.
Gill.
I may be able to see, but I ain't getting any younger.
Why are you complaining?
Years catch up with you.
Item. Insulated cabling. What? Is that a motorcycle? We're fighting a motorcycle.
Oh, yeah?
Resistant against magic? Skull attacks? Is that what it is? These are gonna be a pain to fight, aren't they? Got this. Nice. Oh, we didn't get anything from fighting that? Eat. Alright, save point.
Whoa! This whole place is crystal.
I wonder what it'd be like to become a crystal, I mean.
You gonna complete your focus?
Maybe. If I knew what it was. Yeah, I probably don't want to know.
Hey, Lightning. Did Sarah say anything to you about her focus?
Nothing.
You know what? She probably didn't want to worry you.
Or she just didn't think she could trust me.
Oh.
Hold on a moment. Alright. Electro kick. Nice. This skill. Got in total 1,100 gil. We are so broke. Hope we start getting more money on
There's no need to be all
progress. Walls. Oh. Gates of Antiquity.
What's that? I think I recognize it.
600 gil. Right. Attempt to strike, come on! Yeah! We already scanned. Yeah, we're doing a lot of damage to this guy. Peace. Only to the same area. Oh, an item. Circuit. Oh shit.
I can't stop now.
Oh, my HP was fine. Wasn't. Go. Now fighting multiple launch drones can be
This is nice.
The flames turn to crystal. This is ridiculous.
item.
Those will be our cold-blooded beasts, I take it.
Was a bit grimed. Holy shit. No! Fuck.
I can't stop now.
Things. Okay. Maybe we should take out the rangers first. There we go. We got a Phoenix Down back. Here.
Use some sort of devices for the magic. I don't think it's the same as the
Oh
deceased.
crap, that's another.
Just stay out of my way.
Like before. Hurt. They keep going for vanilla. Spark ring. Resistance to lightning. Percent. Okay. Another safe spot. Potions. But I just realized. Where's Hope? I haven't seen Hope in a while. I know he's not part of the like the combat party, but don't you usually see the other members with you outside of battle?
It looks like we can get through here.
Hey, save point! Yay! Alright, I think we'll continue a little bit longer. You have to end it pretty soon. Whoa.
I appreciate it.
Staggered. Yeah. Woo. Enemy? There's an enemy.
Somebody must have called for reinforcements.
Bum 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 bum. Just a moment. Alright. Got a crafting material. Own it, I guess. Oh my god, it doesn't. Alright, let's do this. Okay, not too bad. Yeah. Yeah.
Why don't we just move around and make things easier on ourselves?
I mean, I guess we can. Oh Oh.
You think we ought to be heading this way?
You told us to loop around. What do you mean? Component parts. Huh. I think we're gonna fight those down there. What's up, fellas? And take out the smaller guys before we deal with the big one. Did scan this one, right?
It's making the hairs on my neck stand up.
You gotta stop worrying, Sass.
Right, there's a save point up ahead. Ooh, items. Scopes, nice. Here. Phoenix down. Behind these boxes. Alright. So, assuming there's gonna be a boss fight.
Yeah, ran him. We'll be okay now.
We're gonna save here and we're gonna call it here too for the night. What? Yeah. All right. All right, but yeah, we're gonna call things here. We made a lot of progress. Yeah, I'm assuming at that save point or after that save point or boss fight. I'm pretty sure. Yeah. Other than that, we made a lot of progress in the story, and again, now that we actually own the game and not playing it through Game Pass, we can take our time playing this game now. We don't have to rush it. But yeah, this game will be our weekend game from now on. So Saturdays, Sundays will be for Final Fantasy 13. And I think I'm gonna make Wednesdays and Thursdays for Pokemon Star, the the Ultra Moon ROM hack that we've been playing for a couple days. Monday, on the other hand, at least tomorrow, I kind of want to try out this game called Bug Snacks. It's been out for a while, but it just came out on Game Pass, so I get to finally try it out without really buying the game. I think it's a pretty short game, but it looks interesting. It's like about these creatures that are food, but they're bugs, and you get to eat them, maybe. But yeah, it looks interesting, and it's a short game. I'm pretty sure I looked it up how long it was. I think it's like 7 hours, 7.5 hours, I think. So it's not that long. Pretty sure we can just complete the game in like 2 streams. So but yeah, starting tomorrow, I want to check out that game and see what it's like. It looks fun. It looks interesting, and yeah, I guess we'll see how it is. But until then, everyone, hope you guys had fun, or I guess had fun watching. Had a good time watching, and I appreciate you guys coming by, watching, and hanging out. Hope you guys have a great rest of your night or day, depending on what time it is for you. And yeah, I'll see everyone tomorrow for Bug Snacks. Goodbye.